As the coronavirus health crisis evolves, the future has never been more uncertain. I'm Dan Patterson with Amy Webb. Amy is a quantitative futurist. Amy, it's your job to understand the future. So let me ask you this. What's going to happen?
I don't know. And the reason for that is because, as everybody can pretty easily now see, there are just too many different moving parts, too many variables. So rather than trying to predict the future, we should all instead worry about being prepared. Preparedness is something that everybody can do. And one simple act of being prepared is to think through all of the plausible next order implications, because the crises that we are solving for at this particular moment today may not still be relevant tomorrow, which is my way of saying, rather than trying to predict every single plausible permutation and outcome, instead think about resiliency and how you can make yourself and your organization more prepared for what comes next.
I think that is a wonderful point. And I don't mean to be flippant, but this is an unprecedented time, and we all are turning to experts like you and other leaders for advice. So you mentioned preparedness. What are some of the things that technology firms are doing to help us all prepare? And what are some things that you and I can do in a digital lifestyle to prepare for a future that is right now pretty uncertain?
Sure. So I'll explain one thing that everybody can do to be more prepared, and then I'll talk through some, I think, areas of opportunity that are overlooked for technology companies. One easy thing that everybody can do is to use a tool that futurists use called the axes of uncertainty. It's super simple. Essentially, what you do is try to think through all of the areas and things about which you are uncertain. So, for example, a stimulus package will pass, a stimulus package will not pass. We don't know the outcome for that right now, and so we express it as opposites. The virus will spread faster than anticipated, will spread slower than anticipated. So you can do virus-related uncertainties. You can also just do other kinds of uncertainties, like more people will start using online learning tools, fewer people will. More people will stream educational and documentary format style content, or they will stream more entertainment content. Esports will finally take off in the United States. Esports will sort of stay where we are with the status quo. Come up with all of those different uncertainties and try to do them as broadly as possible. And then come up with a bunch of uncertainties that relate to you personally or your business. When you're done with that, just pick two and plot them on an x-axis and a y-axis. What results are 4 quadrants. And essentially, you then ask, okay, well, if these two things come to pass, then what? And the then what is a little headline that you would write in each one of those quadrants that result from your matrix. That helps you see around corners. That will help you think through plausible next order implications of everything that's happening. And if you can do that and do a lot of it, maybe get some friends together, do it together, that's going to give you a good sense of everything that's on the horizon. On the one hand, that can be scary because it will force you to think through existential risk and threat. On the other hand, if you're somebody who can see risk early, you can either mitigate it or turn risk into opportunity.